Hi, welcome to Ravenbeak NatureWorks. Today I'd like to do a quick video on how I would repair a dent or a damage in the bow, especially in the belly. So here we've got a nice little test piece and we need a dent. Alright, we got a nice little dent there. So first thing I would do is clean it out. We're going to clean it up with a piece of sandpaper. Here, running 120 grit and fold it over my thumb. We're just going to gently work that spot. Kind of reach in and soften any corners we can. Something like that. Okay. Now, I'm going to use crazy glue. For this one, I'm going to use the really thin stuff. It comes in little tiny bottles. And it's very, very thin. So it's going to wick in and just harden. Just a little drop there. Just going to wipe off any extra. So we want to fill this in. My preferred material, I like to use copper. So we're going to gather some copper filings here. So I've got a little batch ready to go, but I gather it by just an old piece of copper pipe and my little mill bastard file. And it just takes a minute or so to get nice, fresh little copper filings. All right, and for this, we're going to use a thicker crazy glue. This is Instabond. I get it Canadian Tire. Comes with a spray accelerator as well. And this is a thicker glue. And for this, we're going to mix up with our filings. So we just need a little stir stick. And finding the right mix between glue and copper is the trick. So it's always good to practice. But we want a nice little slurry, copper and glue. Perfect. So we are now going to take our glue and we are just going to dab it into our dent. Stir it around, poke it, but make sure it's filling it all nicely. Then I'm going to take my accelerator, give it a quick squirt, start the reaction. So that's going to harden, and then we're going to come back and file it and sand it down. So I'm just going to pause, and we'll be back in maybe 5 or so minutes. All right, it's been a couple minutes. The glue's nice and hard. So just a nice little overfill. Gonna start with my file and just gently bringing down the high extra glue. Okay, close. So I like to come back, put another drop of thin glue on there. Give that a quick spray. So now I'm going to come back with a sanding block and sandpaper and just start working that whole area, trying to get down to where the copper and the wood meet flush. good. One more drop of the thin glue. And from here you could go final sand, probably 320. So something like that looks good. So you can see the copper fills it all real nice, right to the edges, nice and flush, nice and smooth. And from there I would reseal it with tung oil. Get a coat of oil on there. But yeah, that's how I would fix a dent.